Bright and early, Big Earl here. Doing a little recording again. You know, when you start recording, you have to think about things. Record. And what do you want to say when you record? Like people in general and life in general. You know, we all think about people and birthdays and how you got here and where you're coming from and where you're going. And most time we don't know where we're going or how we got here or what we're going to do after. But that's the mystery behind all of us because I think we've all been here one time or another. And there's always a reason why we're here and why we're still here. So you take advantage of each moment you live and each moment you're here. You run into kinfolks that you never seen before. You run into friends you never knew. Deep down, they're still your friends and they still do loved ones that you always knew, but you never knew where they were or where they came from. Whether you're old, whether you're young, sometimes it matters and sometimes it's how you play the game. In other words, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to miss, who your loved ones might be, and the time you didn't spend because you didn't have the time to spend. You say, what do you mean? Whether it was a wartime, whether it was a playtime, whether it was in between time, those times make a lot different to people who have time to spare, to love and share. Nothing has nothing to do with getting upset with anyone or anything of that nature. It's just have an opinion about how you want to respond to the next situation. You live in a relationship and you love someone or you hate someone. You don't care which way they go or which way they coming. You don't like to be pulled down. You don't like to be socialized with or come because the other person knows someone else or because you know that person. That's a hard way to go. Hard way to be trusted and hard way to be missed. Most people don't take that for granted. But to understand that life is free and you live each life and each day as you would want it to be. Happy, not really sad, but happy. Because when you be sad, that means the whole body becomes sad. It slacks. It doesn't relax. It gets upset with you, believe it or not. No doctors in the world can cure you because it's you. You go to a doctor and they say, well, we'll give you some medicine. How do you know what medicine to give you? How do you know it's not dog shit? You don't know. So if you speak in a language that fits them, it's okay. You speak French, it's fine. You speak Dutch, it's fine. You speak German, it's fine. You speak Korean, it's fine. Japanese, it's fine. Spanish is fine. Any one of them thousands of languages out there, Creole, whatever. If the language fits you, then you're fine. It's like people. If the people fit you, you're fine. If they don't fit you, then you're crying. What we want to do, we want to take the world as it is and be harmony. Harmony means to love everyone as you want them to be loved. Love everyone as you want to be treated. Love everyone how you want them to love you. If not, you're going to have the fact of what everybody has, war. And brother, let me tell you something. War does not fit anybody. You don't win, and you damn don't lose because you're not winning. People say, we're winning the war. No, you're not. How you figure? I want you to tell me how you figure you win the war when you go out there and you take somebody else's land. It's not yours. All right, you put them on a reservation, or you put them somewhere that they were never there. So how you figure you winning? And then you say, well, in 20 years we'll give it back to you. How you gonna give me something already mine? That's called publicity, liberty, nibbity, and called just plain selfish. And then you say, well, if I don't want it, I blow it up. Once again, selfish. We were born to live, we were born to die. And each one of us try hard and hard every day. To live is so hard, to die is even harder. So why don't we just maintain? Do as you would do unto your others, or do as you would to your neighbors, or do as you do to yourself. Either way you want to look at it. You can look at it in the Bible, you can look at it, or you can write it, you can whatever. But you want to do what's best for you. Forget about anybody else but you. Now, when you solve and you feel better about yourself, then you don't worry about nobody else. You don't worry about anybody calling you on your birthdays, calling you on your anniversary, calling you on Father's Day, Mother's Day, Grandpa's Day, Omar's Day, Cousin's Day. Because everybody got a day. Pick a day. You pick a day, you can celebrate it. I don't care if it's from the Spanish and Lahu Mua, from the Mohai or Dadua. You name something and you go out and celebrate it, that's your day. People, on the other hand, is a very conscientious people to celebrate, to congregate, to be in love with, to hate, to understand. Who's understand? You think you understand me? You a couple more days. You think you understand the lady you with? Give her a couple more days. Think the man you with? Give her a couple of days. I don't care who it is. I don't care what pair you pair yourself off with. If you think you understand them, give them a while. And you find out, wow, didn't know them at all. Then that's where the work begins. Because it's a mutual thing. Now you want to become a person that you call interest. That person that you're going to relate to. That person that you're going to spend time to get to know them. See, most of us never got time to know our kin folks, so we don't say we don't have any. They're not my kin folks. They're your kin folks. If they're mine, they're yours. There's no such animal. If the blood runs one way, it runs the other way. Now, if it doesn't run, then that's still a problem. But then you still don't know. Ha! The DNA, the DE, the do move, my tie, he. They always say, "Oh, well, we're gonna do a DNA test," and we know that. No, you still don't know. Because you're a scientist acting as a scientist that thinks of being a man of God or a man of human being, and you're not neither. So what you have is an explanation, and you have an accusation, you have a promation, you have a tetation, an aidation, and it's a permissive, and if it's not permissive, it's prohibited. If it's not prohibited, it's petitive. And all the other things they come up with, theologians and scholars come up with. Well, this is a pill. Yeah, the same pill you put sugar in. If the Band-Aid is a Band-Aid, if the scar is there, if it hurts, it hurts. If the arm broke, it's broken. Can we refix it? You can fix it. We got so much, we're so egotistic that we believe that there's nothing that we can't fix. Oh, got a heart, got a new heart. Okay, we're buying somebody's heart and using theirs. Oh, leg broken, well, let's find another leg. Yeah, we become so mandatory, so individual that we can fix anything. You got a nose job, lip job, eye job. You want different eyes, different nose, different butt, different hips. Oh man, we slap it on you. And the question you always want to feel: was it worth it? Is it for me? Did I like it? Did I enjoy it? Because if you didn't, you screwed yourself up. Because someone will say, I like you the way you were, and you be like, what? What? You like me the way I were? And I did all this for you? What? Yep. Once again, you remember I told you when I first started, if you're not doing it for yourself, there's a problem. If you're doing it for an individual, there's a problem. Because those individuals are twisted to change their mind constantly. They're like a baby. A baby's job is to do what? Poop. If you want to say shit. But that's the baby's job. And you're going to clean it up. And they know that. So you got people that know what they're going to do too. If you screwing up, they know you screw up. Because that's why they found you, because you're a screw up. If you're someone likable, they know that too. That's why they call things called temptation. They call that, we're a pair. We're just like each other. Yeah, you just like it because you do the same thing. You believe in the same thing. You go to the same places. If you ain't going to the same church, you're going to the same dance. Not the same dance, the same choir, whatever. Yeah, that's what makes you parable. Doesn't make you equal. Might make you a parable for that night. And next night you say, see, it's serenade. But to make a person equal, it takes time to be equal. It takes time to set up a program. It takes time to be in love with someone. It takes time to get to know your past. Because you get to know your past, you'll find your future. Let's try that again. If you get to know your past, you'll find your future. You say, how is that? Because your past relates to your future. It lines everything up what you were doing in the past to bring you to the future. Everything you did brought you to the situation where you're today. Or you wouldn't be here. You'd be like, under the sea with some daisies or blown to the wind. See, that's the other thing. Everybody would get blown to the wind, get thrown out to the sea. That means somebody's spirit done went on somebody else. Somebody throwing stuff in the wind. I mean, you don't got a breath of somebody. So guess what? Damn, we related again. So you just breathed in somebody those bullshit who was walking on there, and somebody on the other side threw it out and told, oh, that was just some ashes. That wasn't no just some ashes. That was somebody's spirit blowing in your face. So now you got some of that. So guess what? Yeah, you acting an idiot. You don't even know why. Maybe it came from my mom. Maybe it came from my brother. Maybe it came from my father. Yeah, it came from somebody. Maybe it came from my uncle. Yeah, maybe it came from somebody you didn't even know who happened to be your kinfolk. See, we get a wrong concept of believing because we have the same skin that we're supposed to be the same person, or because we have the color of our skin makes us who we are. That is the biggest lie that was ever told. The biggest lie that ever told, that just because you look black, you're black. That'd be like me saying I'm white and I'm black. And so by the pigment of my skin and the color of my hair, they're going to tell me, well, you're black. You're natural black. No. That's called ignorantocracy. Ignorantocracy. Because what that means to me, whether it's in the dictionary or not, you're so ignorant you don't even know what the color you are because you think you see one thing and it's another. You didn't do no DNA. You didn't go down and search hard enough. Well, I went around the corner. Well, how far is the corner from here to Africa? Wow. What about all other places that you could have been in touch with? Because I guarantee you, everybody been in touch with somebody, or they wouldn't be the same. We wouldn't have all these different people around here, and all these different races, and everybody looking like somebody else's cousins, uncles. Well, but you look black. Yes, that's the problem. See, the combination of people looking one way and being something else. So let's us try to quit putting people in a box and trying to say, well, what you look like, what you are, because that is not, my friend, that is not an answer. That is called a cop-out. And you don't think so? Okay. Don't take my word for it. Wait till it hit you in your backyard and you be like, oops. Now I got to face the facts. It's in my backyard. Oh, what I'm going to do now? Well, like I said, before you thought it was just another dream. Oh, well, hey, as long as they ain't bothering me, I ain't bothering them. Oh, but it's in your backyard now. Now people look at you like you woofy the foo-foo. And you wonder, why they looking at me so strange? Because my hair crooked? Or because I'm doing this? No. It's the future is in the backyard of your hand. And now you playing the part of someone else that you once said, oh, it's not none of my business. Well, today is Saturday. It's my birthday. No, actually, yesterday was my birthday. And if I told you I was 21, I could be telling you the truth. I could be telling you a lie too, but it's something you never figure out. But it was my birthday, and I had a lot of people said hello, and I had some did not. But that doesn't change my attitude or change who I am. I have learned to forgive, to forget, and let the ride. That way you have no faults. You sit down and wait on people to do things for you. That's a big fault. That's a terrible mistake. So don't wait on anyone. If you got a thought, do it. If you got a write it. If you got a dream it. And then tell somebody, hey, guess what? I thought about this. Because if you thought about it, somebody else already done it. And somebody was supposed to call you, and you were supposed to call them. I mean, they didn't call you before. And now you call them late or whatever. So, with this in mind, Big Earl here saying serenade to all the ball players and everybody else in the world that people think they need to talk about and don't even know the people. If you don't know LeBron, why talk about him? You know the president, why talk about him? If you didn't sit in the house and talk with him and drink tea about Beyonce or anybody else, they ain't gonna make their money, and they already made money. So for you to come back and gossip, that's what the gospel writers, that's what they do. They pick up what you're saying, and that's how they make their money. So keep that in mind. If you want to gossip, then gossip. But if you want to talk about somebody you know, talk about somebody you know. You feel a lot better about it. Because guess what? The ones you're talking about, they don't know you, so they don't feel for you. It's amazing when they say thanks for the fans, because the fans do pay some of their way, but they doesn't pay everything, because they didn't want to be a fan. To be always somebody being a fan of them, whether Taylor Smith or Mill Smith or whatever. Whoever's out there entertaining, gonna get entertained. That's just the way it is. No one goes out there to do something for nothing. So, from Will Smith to anybody else that's doing great things, it's great. But that was more than one. So cheer for everyone else, and not just one person. Be a light to everybody and lift everybody up. Don't just lift Oprah up or because you got money or someone. Lift someone that know you got money. Let some of them people who talk about all those things they sending money to. Hey, send me something. I'll be just happy. Ain't gonna drive on just like anybody else. But don't doubt people just because they doing their own thing. That's their life and that's their money. They do what they want to do, and they marry who they want and who they don't want to marry. And go out who they want and who they don't. That ain't your opinion. But if you want to gossip about them, that's your opinion as well. Remember, that's just you. And whoever you, for them to think you somebody, hey, you like Prince Charles in a whale. They don't know you. You just in that ocean. So with that note, I'm saying to all y'all out there, Saranada, have a good day. Have a good Father's Day. Father's Day around the corner. May you get all your blessings. May you get all your tithes. May you get all your blinds and eat like a pig on the stump. Or be a vegetarian. Don't eat anything. Be like a gorilla. Be like an elephant. Just eat some green. Go out in the grass in your backyard. All right. And if you're an old pa, if you're a grandpa, that means you're wealthier more than anyone else because you've seen a little bit more. Not everything, but a little bit more. All right. So, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, adios, Moderata, Kibotora, Tiomoy, Tentara Tita, Yara Tantan, Wan, Joy, Ito Nenala, Elanara Mokeda, Vilama Shima Kim, Tabana Rio, Aya Bose, Lama Tibotoda, Juma Abba, Nimanamade, Adio. How many words? But they all mean the same. Have a good day. Enjoy your day. This is your day.